This is the Almont, we're on?
Yep, the microphones are on. So.
Almont Village Homecoming 2026 special meeting. Okay, call to order. Paul Bowman,
Paul Bowman.
Tracy, and Paula. Okay. We have Stacy Mentz.
Yes.
From the, she's here in our visitors. Okay. First up for discussion is our explanation, description, and approval of payment for the Historical Society for their living history encampment. You wanted to talk to Stacy and find out exactly.
Yeah, if you got.
Why don't you grab a chair and come on up?
My concern was, Paula said that they wanted the whole amount. I'm not really excited about paying the whole amount.
Oh, it's not, because I'm not done.
Oh.
But I will show you. You had asked me after one of the meetings here to give you a cost analysis of what it was going to take. So what I did is I gathered my information. I inputted what you told me you thought you could do as a board.
Okay.
And I itemized it down with the costs and highlighted things so far that I thought would be relevant to even the homecoming board. And then I've been adding ever since because I keep getting, once you tell one person, it just kind of ping-pongs around. And it's been really wonderful.
Yeah.
So we have the Queens Rangers on here. We've got the Voyagers on here, music, the Fiddlesticks, the Timbawasi. I'm looking for glasses because I'm going off road memory now because I was like, the Step Back Farm is one that's similar, but they have the oxen that they're bringing in.
Yeah.
And then we have your nephew, niece that will be giving the demonstration. Scoundrel Alley are dirty jobs of old times and curiosities and things like that. Kids entertainment, Iron Knife Works, the glass blower is scheduled. The East Oak Farm, that's the one. We've got a bagpiper coming in. So far, our cost is at $9,050, raised so far by the museum, and that was in like a weekend, was $2,500. So they brought it down to $6,550. The homecoming committee, if you figure in $6,000, leaves us yet to raise $550. Now, with everything that I have listed down here that is not priced out, I have also spoken to the Lapeer County Community Foundation grant department, and they have said that this is what they needed to see. Mm-hmm. And they liked this very much, and that if I could also give them this detail and describe everything we want to do and why we want to do it, which purpose statement here, let's get our history back in the community and make it the part of history.
Now, how much money?
What about Ford County Foundation?
Well, when I was speaking to, it was Nancy Boxstein, when I was speaking to her, she said that they communicate, but because of the amount, we've already made a majority. If this stands, we've made a majority. And so that's what they like to see. So now when we include the food, books, shirts, things that we want to have available for that weekend, it's going to be a substantial amount. I mean, not probably this amount, but it'll be a substantial amount, but they could cover it.
Yeah.
And so what I told her I would want to do is to not use both of them, but use them this time because it's not the whole amount. Then use the Ford County next time. And that is something that she was very happy about, and quite honestly, I want to take her suggestions because I really want this grant.
She knows what she's
So
talking
yes,
about.
exactly.
Yep.
So what I wanted to present to you as a group is what you asked for that night, is a rundown of what those expenditures are.
What I'd like to suggest is this. We should write the grant for, if it's 5,000, 10,000, whatever you're looking for, and use them as much as we can.
Correct, I agree.
And then the homecoming committee would
Fill
commit up to a certain amount, if it's
Yep.
6,000 or something like that, to cover if there was any shortfall. I mean, Steve and I both, well, he still sits on a committee on the Fort County, on the foundation. I was on the foundation. And so, this is the type of stuff that they're looking for to write grants. My guess is that, there's a good chance that you would get, pretty much whatever within reason, what you ask for.
Right.
And that way, then, we could give them kudos for sponsoring
Yes.
this.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
then if there's a shortfall, then we can do it. We're on a real tight budget.
We are
anyway.
tight,
Yes.
yeah.
And so if we can keep ours down as low as possible,
I agree.
that would be the
100%.
We'll
best.
be able to use it.
But,
other
I don't know
places.
what you and Nancy talked about as for an amount, but I mean,
Actually, we really didn't.
Okay.
I just gave her the same rundown and told her what the amounts were so far, and that I felt that I could have another fundraiser, but honestly, if I don't have to, I would rather
Right.
put my energies into pulling off this event.
I will tell you this, I mean, and Steve will concur on this as well, we always look for, from the foundation part, is we looked at, have you put some money into it? Yes, you have.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that's one of the important things.
and I'm
It's
willing
not
to do
you're
more, I
asking,
just don't want.
you're not asking for the whole thing, you're asking, can you supplement this?
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what I would do. And if you're,
All right.
I would not put ours in there here. I would take that 9 minus the 2,000 or whatever it is. You're looking for $7,000 or something like that. And I'd ask for the whole thing and see what happens.
Okay. All
And
right.
if
Yes,
it comes through,
I would also.
if it comes through and they'll be able to tell you, they're still meeting monthly, Steve, Okay.
Well, they do, what she told me is that it's, they meet monthly, but it's every other month that they review the grants, and then the next one is when they actually grant them and take care of it. So it's kind of an every other month
Yeah.
thing. But she also said if I had any questions, because we haven't even started it yet, I'm getting with Carolyn Rail today at the museum to do that because she's a trustee. And we'll be working on that via what Nancy told me the other day on the phone. So, and it seems
That's what I would
simple
suggest, and
process.
then, that way it helps our financial position
Of
here.
course, of
And
course.
then, this is the type of stuff the foundations are looking.
And I really think it is. They
Right.
they
It
really
is.
want to put money towards this, and especially when it's not every year.
Right.
It's like this one and done kind of thing. And then if I go crazy again in 5 years and say, oh, let's do it again, then, maybe I might do it again, but.
And usually if it's a larger amount, then lots of times the two foundations will work together
Yes,
and split
yes.
it, if it's a larger
Yes.
amount that way.
And then
So-
I can talk to Nancy and see if she wants me to go ahead and submit one now to Fort County because it's going to be a larger amount. I mean, we're talking $10,000 more.
Right.
So that is something too that she may want me to do.
This is why it's important to come to the meeting, because what
Yes,
I
of
say,
course.
Yeah.
obviously,
Of
they
course,
have
and there's
dealt
more
with it.
input
Yeah,
based off
absolutely.
of.
But I would do that right away. I would
Yes.
get that written and
We're
turned
trying.
into it right away.
They've never done grants before, and they were looking for somebody to help them.
You've got
Well,
the,
the Nancy actually walked
walk
me
me through
through.
it, yeah. I was gonna
And
say.
I've already made my own account on the grant website or part of whatever it
So then you
is.
just have to go
And
through
so
and
all
do
we
that.
need to do is get into there. She's got the stack of information that I need to input.
Yep.
And then the writing part is no problem for me because it just comes out.
Flows
And I'll give
out.
them all the detail they want.
More than
So,
that.
yeah, so it should all be good, but thank you for that
yeah,
feedback.
well,
I
that's
really
what I
appreciate
would
that.
suggest it.
Yeah, and I will absolutely get on that and get it
Work with
started.
Nancy, and if she says that, hey, let's split it, and go that way, then that, if they wanna, if they
That would
wanna do
be
the whole
awesome.
thing.
I have no
And in
clue.
Yeah.
so doing, in so doing, this, what I have found is that, we believe that we are going to do food out of the pavilion area. Just basic stuff, because we have people we're going to have to feed that cannot get to town. We will make that a fundraiser to put money back in.
Now, here's my question. We've all worked that kitchen down there. There's people saying that she has to get the health department involved. She's got to get a license and all this. That's not true. We never had to do that, correct?
Yeah, but that was years ago, so.
And that's what I
Things have
wondered.
changed.
Has that changed?
Here's what I'm afraid of. I'd rather go to the Lions first
Okay,
and find out what they do. In fact, I could call
they
Fred
might
and
have the
ask.
answer too.
They may have
Right.
the answer before I red flag a health department.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would do that first and then the health department, then to go.
I would think the park board would know the rules too.
Yeah, but I think it'd be different if you're, selling stuff versus serving stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If
I
I was
If
having
they
an
were
event
cooking
there,
down
if I was
there,
having an event down there and I use the kitchen and I'm serving my friends,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's one thing. But now
Yes.
if I'm selling it,
It will be selling.
yeah, then
Mhm.
I think you've got to meet different requirements,
Well-
because we ran into that at the last homecoming up here, uptown, when the health department came in.
Yes.
So I
Yes, we
should,
did.
you know what, maybe I should just call the health department.
yeah. if-
I-
And get the final
Just
answer.
ask them,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Instead
that
of
would be
skipping
the, all
around, yeah.
right.
But I think because you're selling, you're gonna have them.
Have something come out. Well, I know that there are definite rules by the Lions Club, and if I let them know that it's the Lions who usually run that, and that there, the park has some definite stipulations of renting that out, and so maybe it'll fall under that, I don't know. And do we know what this is gonna fall under yet, or do we need to?
I would think you're in the park would
The
definitely
park
be
insurance?
under,
I know it's out of DDA realm, and so I know that when we were going to have it during the Heritage Festival, it was not covered.
Right,
But,
but if it's under the homecoming,
I don't know.
yeah, but it's in the
It's-
park.
but then
She
again,
rented,
we're,
she rented from the park. She didn't rent from home.
That's the village and
right,
township.
it's a village
Yeah.
and
And I
township,
think
that's
that,
what.
I'm sure that they
I
carry
think that's still.
liability insurance on it.
Okay.
It's village and township, they own
She's
it together.
putting this on
Okay.
during homecoming.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that might not make a difference because it was originally a standalone event and it was
Yep.
just riding along with Heritage
Exactly.
Festival, which, okay.
Yep.
So that, yeah, I'm gonna write it down now, make sure we cover that too, just so I can ask them when I go there, what's going on. So, all right, very good.
okay.
Anything else concerns that I should be concerned with or be looking at?
Do we-
Did she answer all your questions?
She's answered all my questions, and
Awesome.
I didn't know.
Sufficiently?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
If we want to, do we want to formally, authorize her up to 6, or just wait until we find out
I
what
would
she
say
finds
we
out?
should wait,
Okay,
is my opinion.
Wait on that
Mhm.
until, okay, so when I find out, I'll let you know, and it's gonna be probably March. By the time we get the grant done, get it submitted, because if we had it submitted this week, we could have the answer by December, and it ain't gonna be this week. So we're doing this, and I know better, so I'm just preparing you that it could be first of the year sometime.
Which is kind of normal because of all the snowbirds and things that we deal with. Coming up here, people are gone and they'll
Right.
say,
Okay,
Okay.
but I'll let you know when I know.
yeah,
very good, thank you.
don't panic.
Oh, I'm not panicked.
Good.
I've never been.
You're beyond that.
I you know what? Panic is for sissies.
There you go. There you
That's so
go.
not true. I'm the biggest sissy ever.
Appreciate the information, Stacy. That's what I was looking for.
Very good.
Thanks.
Excellent. Thank
Thanks,
you very
Stacy.
much. All right, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Okay, next, explain plans for the bells.
Well, I stopped at the Bells and picked up a contract.
Okay,
And there is a $500 deposit if we want to, utilize that facility for the reunion like we did back in, I think it was 2015 when we used it before. My only issue is that they've got 3 different rooms, 3 different sizes, and it's really, I'd like to have one sort of in the middle of the two, because the one that you had, the big one, the old gymnasium, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, that is huge. What about the
but
cafeteria?
wouldn't you want to have more room? See, I've never been to a reunion, so,
The cafeteria seats 100 and, where'd it go? Well,
Because then what's the third one, the old
Oh,
shop?
the Liberty Bell, which is the cafeteria, seats 150. That's with 8-foot tables. You can seat 150. Now, when I was in there, that's where they have the church, and they've got tons of chairs, in there.
yeah, like this.
That you can seat a lot more than 150
Right,
if you don't have
right,
tables.
yes.
But you're gonna want some tables.
You're gonna want some tables, but
because,
then
you know,
some.
people are gonna,
Okay, but now you were talking about maybe, this was a different situation because we'll probably run into not being able to have a beer tent down by the park. And so Paul was
yeah, I
mentioning.
also thought about, one night when I couldn't sleep, I thought, well, maybe because of everything that's going on, maybe with the construction and everything else, that maybe we should, you know, have the
Entertainment center.
center, you know, like that in the evening there, and do it that way and have, you know, have it for basically, you know, all
Everybody.
day long.
And then you would need the larger room.
Yeah, then you'd need the larger room for that. So it's really, you know, up to, you know, whatever, you know.
I really like that idea.
Because it's, and the other thing is I was thinking about this. I remember when we put this on in 2015, and we'd actually paid to have, you know, electricity and everything put at the old
Yes, we did.
festival site, I'll
Mhm.
call it, which is now the Dollar
Yep.
General.
Yeah.
And so wherever you put a tent, you don't have power. So, you know, you've got to have a generator or something like that to keep it
I
going.
mean, right, you have everything contained. You have your cash bar, you have climate control,
Yep.
if it's wet, cold, hot, whatever.
Yeah.
And tons of parking.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people.
And it's, I would say it's roughly about the same, you know, expense. It's $1,600 total for the big room.
But this is a lot less work for us.
Yeah.
Right, and you don't have to do the electricity, you don't have to get a tent.
Right.
And I mean, the
And
tent's.
a tent's
a lot
about
of-
the same
a lot
amount of money as what
these
this room
days.
is.
Right.
And so I guess it's, you know, it's up to us what we want to do. I've already talked to them about it, and they said, no problem. We can obviously
I think that's an
amend
awesome idea.
the contract. But, you know, we just, if we're going to use it, we need to get a deposit in there to save the day.
I say we use the larger room then.
How many did you have at your? They just kept coming.
30, 40, 50, 100.
Oh, there's a couple hundred, it seemed like there. Oh, roasting Steve.
This is okay.
Losing track.
Yeah.
Do another shot.
But if we ought to do that, you know, I told her that I was going to be gone, you know, but if we can get it checked and when I get
Get over
back,
to, yep.
we can, because right now I've got it for the big room, and with a $500 deposit. Right?
So do we need to make a motion?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
To write a
To
check?
To authorize the village to pay the $500 deposit.
You make the
It is a
motion, 'cause you know what?
non-refundable deposit,
Yes.
so.
I would make a motion that we use the large room at the Bells, and we secure that room with a deposit of $500.
Are you making a motion or are you asking for a motion?
Now that you let,
I was gonna say, I'll make the motion that
You
way.
make the motion,
Yeah.
but
I'll
you know how to
support
word
it,
it.
I'll support
Okay,
it,
there
Steve
you
can't
go.
vote yet. so-
Can't vote yet.
no. Till Tuesday.
Yeah, when they do it. All right.
So we got a motion to support, so we're all set to vote then.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
So can I give this to you and you go to the village next week?
Yep.
And see if we can, and I'll need that back because that's the actual contract. So if they want to make a copy of the front page or the whole thing or whatever,
Okay,
um,
I won't leave it. I will,
yeah. But they need something that shows them what they need and who to make it out to and so on
Okay.
and so forth.
and I'll do that hopefully all in one day.
I don't know how quick, I don't know if they write checks all the time or not, so, you know, lots of times they make them once a month or twice a month or something like that, so I don't know what the village does.
Okay. Okay, update and a show of the plans for the area. You know what? I thought, you have one,
What are you looking for?
just the plans.
This thing here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't have one for everybody.
No,
Okay,
That's fine.
but,
That's what I saw though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen.
okay.
It's good stuff.
So, let's see, starting with Victor's down there, I've talked to one of them. I talked to Jeff, and he was going to talk to Mike, but he sounded real excited. I'd like to start arranging for a tractor show out in front of A&W, Antique Tractors. Got a couple names of some clubs I got to call and check into, and also of area guys that are collectors of tractors. Big Gears mentioned that they might do a rib fest at that time, or some kind of event also. They were pretty excited though, and thanked us for thinking of them. Moving on down the road to the Farm and Garden Store, I have talked to them, and they are going to get with corporate and find out what they can do, such as having sales, customer appreciation day, raffles, stuff like that. Pony rides, rescues, kind of like what they did for their customer appreciation day several years ago. Again, they were excited. I talked to McDonald's, did not realize that Ronald McDonald is retired. So, which I thought would be pretty cool, because we need a Ronald McDonald to come back out, because that would be antique, right? So I had no clue. He's retired.
He is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call around for the heck of it and see if they have costumes. So that would be, but and I says, well, you guys gotta do something for advertising. And she says, let me call corporate and find out. And that's okay. So they were on board. Moving on, then the Bells, that's all taken care of. Oh, and also at the Bells is, it's been okay to do a quilt show / sale, whatever you want to call it, display. Cindy Wade and Teamy Eschenberg are heading that up. Then the baseball fields, I haven't heard back from Rob McKinney except for that night when he was here, but he thought, we talked about having an old style baseball game, and he said he could do one better, and he wanted the equipment. And he says, I'm going to get the equipment, and you have uniforms, and have our own kids do old style baseball. And
He was real excited about that.
yeah, he was. And but I would like to see if he'll do that on Sunday, because that's something I want to see. And I'm sure with all the crowds in that, obviously they would want to see it too. So I think he'd have better participation and everything if he could do it on Sunday at one of the fields. So, you know what, let me back up. When I went to
Can I
this store.
just tell you one thing? Can you guys text me when you're done, because the heater's not back there and I will not be able to hear anything. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
just didn't want you yelling for me and.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It was mentioned that they would like to see opening ceremonies, and I says, what would that mean? Because I had never attended one, because we were always doing the parade that night. So Mike Swanger, I talked to him because it was said that he would be willing to do this, and he had no clue. I said, haven't you learned that if you don't attend a meeting, you get elected?
Right.
You know? So anyhow, he's more involved with the Rube Band, which they put that date down in their schedule. So that's still in the works. We'll see if there's going to be a Friday night in opening ceremonies or not. Then downtown area, Pat Milton would like to do some kind of maybe World War II encampment or Vietnam at Burley Park, because it would be real small scale. He thought maybe a vehicle and a tent or whatever. And that would
The display, you mean, that type of thing?
display, yep. And it would be a different era than what's being portrayed down at the park. So that's in the works. I have not talked to the DDA yet. Angela and I have lightly touched base. On Monday, I go to the Lions Club meeting to see what they would like to do. On the 10th, I go to the Congregational Church. He did get back with me yesterday. Blake Howie did. And I said, I realized that a month later, excuse me, is a Heritage Fest, so I don't know if you'd want to do 2 pancake breakfasts. And he said that he wanted to participate with homecoming. And I said, you know what? I said, just don't even go there yet. See what's going to make you more money. and there's lots of things to be done.
It's a whole different crowd. They're
It's
two
a whole different
two
crowd.
crowds.
And they do make a lot of money off the car people.
Yeah.
So I says, don't
It's
just
how
don't go
many,
there
how many
yet.
times they want to do it.
Yeah.
They want to do
Well, it's a
that'd be
lot of
great.
work. I don't know if they can do it that close together. So November 10th, I go to their meeting to find out. There was a couple things else mentioned at the Historical Society to reenact an old style wedding, because Pat Milton and his wife, they had all the uniforms and the dresses, the gowns and everything. And we said, how cool would that be to have it displayed at the church and that? So there's lots of things to be presented to the First Congregational Church and go from there. Yeah, and once the church decides what they're doing, then we'll know whether we have use of that parking lot for something else. So everything kind of it's a trickle-down effect, see what's going on where. There's an ice cream truck that's going to be down at the park. The rest of it all shows what's going on down at the park. And to sit there and walk with, I think his name is Mike, and he's like the person that gets in contact with all these groups. And all I can picture, when you walk across that bridge and there's that huge open field, and on this side is going to be tents and streets, and the streets are going to be names of our streets, and it's going to have the history of the street, why it's named that. I almost pictured like a MASH unit, it would have the streets and stuff in the little tents. And yeah, it's just so much going
That's
on. The park, the Historical Society.
Whatever the Historical Society wants to do.
It's the living history, whatever they call it. And they want an ice cream truck down there.
So do they, and I guess I didn't realize it was that detailed, but
Yeah.
is it something that if they do it, naming things after Elmont, do we get something that, like a map or something that it would tell that we could?
I'm
give
sure
people-
we could do that once this
yeah.
gets rolling.
Yeah.
Because, like I mentioned Tubbs Spring Road, and she says, what about Tubbs Spring Road? And I said, well, Gertie always told me that there was a spring with a tub of water there. And that's where the horses and everybody got water. And that's why it was named that. And she, Stacy didn't know that. So lots of history and lots of historical information. It's pretty exciting. I am not, and this is my own personal opinion, but I have no interest in having food trucks. I think we should support our restaurants and our vendors.
And that might be something that, and I have no idea, if we want to even entertain anything like that, but like if we're going to have everything at the Bells, do we approach some of the restaurants and say, hey, would you like to,
Oh, that's a good idea. Cater it.
yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
That way, then there's some food there. It doesn't have to be.
Well, we should probably
dinner.
have to go and taste what they have.
Yeah,
to
it doesn't
put
have to be dinner.
Well, and like
Snacks or something.
at the Heritage Festival, like Roots and Senior Victors had tables out front and had a limited menu, like a walking taco and chips and salsa or whatever.
That's,
And then I think Roots had macaroni and cheese and something, so
it's just something.
get them
that-
all
and-
involved
and-
that way
'cause
by doing something.
I like the idea of doing things for ourselves or for our own.
Yeah, this is all about the community.
Yeah,
This
and,
is all
if
about,
they want to participate in that, if they could come up with something like that,
Right.
then maybe,
yeah,
something there.
that's a good idea. I think that's about it. Just everything, I still need to get in contact with the Lions Club, which I said I have a meeting, the church I have a meeting, the DDA, I have to look up when their next meeting is. I talked to Angela and she told me, but I don't have my schedule in front of me. And of course, then slow but sure, I'll hit all the businesses, let them know what's going on. Stacy and I were talking about having a costume contest, an adult costume and a child. And
To be old fashioned type.
old fashioned. And
Speaking of costumes, I'm driving up here today.
Yes.
There's a headless horseman
Yes.
riding through town.
yay,
kidding.
He's
yay.
driving up Elmont Road one
My
night.
girlfriend used to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
right down Elmont Road.
Yep.
It's this headless horseman on.
Well, my daycare dogs,
That's quite a costume.
my daycare dogs, I walk in to check them before I leave. He's got a costume on.
I just-
So crack me up, he's a
When I saw the
giant
headless
tractor.
horseman, I thought that was very.
I wonder where he's going, just riding through town?
I don't know, he was coming up the hill, or he was just crossing Kidder Road when I came up here.
Cool. And then as far as transportation around the area, I think as this grows and we see what's kind of needed, but again, to have buses, like it's been mentioned in different groups that I've talked to that, well, we could get transportation buses, but this is not really, I'm thinking if anything, we find horse and buggy or we use golf carts. The golf
You know,
carts always
when we-
worked.
Here, I think it was, I don't know if it was last time or the time before that, but we actually got that little trolley,
Yes.
and had, because we had the reunion up here at the school.
See, and I don't remember that,
And
so,
We did.
Okay.
it sort of made a, and people
I don't know
could
if she
jump
does that
on,
anymore.
Jump off, yeah.
do you know who it was? Was it horse-drawn or was it?
It was horse-drawn.
Oh, cool.
So it,
Mhm.
See, and I looked through this book that they have here. They couldn't, it has nothing from 2015 in it. It's a notebook about that thick, and I was very disappointed. None of
it
the
all should
applications.
be there someplace, so.
It's not. It had stuff from 1970 and 1976, the bicentennial, and it's just.
Gloria always did a great job.
There was a
of,
box.
putting
Yeah,
everything
There was a
together,
box. So it's
that's
downsized to
all-
a
yeah.
little notebook, and it's really useful. It's more historical stuff that should be down in the museum. But no, there was no help there, because that's what we used to go back on. We used to
Yes.
go back and
Yes.
look, okay, in the Calliope. I tried to track down a Calliope, because that was always one
I
of my
think that's
favorites.
gone now.
Well, I was trying to find if there was one in Michigan, because I thought, wouldn't that be cool, just to have it sitting out somewhere playing? And we used to have barbershop quartets.
Even have it at the bells or something.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But yeah, can't find a Calliope at all.
Used to be Cape Hack.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
In K-Pac?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
That close?
Yep.
Well, see, once again, we don't have that information to track it down. There's just certain things. Remember the big wheel?
Mhm.
That was brought in.
Crewell.
Ed Crewell.
Yeah, see, you know all this stuff. Yeah.
I've actually ridden on that thing.
Have you really? Cool.
I don't even know if Ed's still around.
Yeah, I don't know either.
His kids.
Mark.
Yeah,
His
his
son.
kids took it over.
But it would be fun, just even if that was just driving around for a while. And if everything, a lot of the stuff's gonna be over at the Bells, the side streets, just have it cruising around over there, you know? So, so I think does anybody have any questions?
No, we just need to take care of your 30-day commitment that you did with the.
And I think this
That-
covers it.
Well, but you've got to, put down some of the things that, that are more, some is just still talking, where the other things are, actually there's movement
for
on,
the-
type of thing.
Oh, yeah. And I have had, like I have, Vincures waiting for confirmation. Charlie Brown's, I tried to contact them and I haven't gotten back with them yet. But I have that detailed in my,
And the
in
other
my
thing is
paper
when
here.
we do get up their commitment, we need to get something from them. This is what they're going to do.
Oh,
If it's
okay.
in writing or something, just a brief, what they want to do.
Description?
Yeah,
Okay,
because, just talking about it is not the same as doing it.
okay.
I would just feel better if I knew, for sure that this is what was going on. I don't want to get
Okay.
to the last minute and say, oh, no, I can't do that anymore.
I didn't say that. Okay,
I never
yeah,
said
I
that.
talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
okay, I get it.
And then and I think you and I talked about it, Paula, is that when we start our regular meetings, we're going to want to have the representative come
Yes.
From.
That's
tell
what we,
us what they're
yeah,
doing.
and that's what
Different
we used
ones,
to do.
different
yeah.
groups,
Okay,
just
and
to
that's-
update us on what they're doing.
And that's what we need to do is set up a date for regular meetings. Now, Friday works for me. Angela said Fridays work for her because she's here anytime.
We can't do it during the day. I mean, if you're gonna have these other
Yeah, we're
folks
gonna have to
come in,
do it
we have to do it in the evening.
Oh, so we can't do Friday nights then?
No.
No,
No.
no.
And I know that Mondays weren't available. I think every other Tuesday is available. Because something about the Boy Scouts.
Oh, they meet on Mondays.
They meet on Mondays. But
But
I
like
went
the
down the
The
road.
second and fourth Tuesdays would be open because the village meets the first
Yeah, I
and
can't-
third.
Right, or we could have it before their meetings.
We just have to have it at
Yep,
we always did it at 7:00 just because it gave time, people to
people to
come
get
home,
home,
Right.
have
get us
dinner
something to eat, and then come.
and go.
It just works easier than now because you won't get anybody during the day,
Okay.
people working,
Um,
and we need people.
okay, so you guys, it's between you guys because I can my schedule. Although I'm gone for the whole month of January. So,
Let me get to look at that calendar in here for a second, just make sure that.
Also, this is a special meeting, so we can only talk about this, what's on here.
okay, but I did put set up date for regular
Oh,
meetings.
that's not on mine.
You just took a picture.
Oh, okay, that's not on my agenda that you sent me a picture of.
Oh, you know why? Because I talked to Paul.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a
And
minute,
Paul
we can't be talking.
Paul says we need to discuss
That's fine.
dates for regular meetings. Just type that
I didn't get that
in.
The second and the fourth are wide open,
On Tuesday?
and
Well, a Tuesday night,
Wednesdays on.
one. That'd be fine.
Wednesday nights doesn't work for me.
Okay, so, whoopers. Oh, we've already got a homecoming meeting on the 11th.
I canceled that.
You did, it's
Yeah,
still here,
still there. What's the 11th?
a Tuesday.
In the evening? It's at 6
7
o'clock
p.m.,
though.
7
Oh, so
p.m.
7?
That's what's written down here.
Okay, do we want to keep that? What is that?
What is that?
No, it's November.
Is that November?
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Mm,
Yeah, it's November.
I should be okay.
So can we just write our meeting down there then?
Yeah.
And that way, it would allow me time, whatever we do, excuse me, to get it into the council.
7 o'clock. I may not be here. I may be going to the Western football game that night. Weather dependent.
Well, hopefully Steve would be a member by then.
He will be that Tuesday, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that's on the agenda.
So it's on here right now for Tuesday, the 11th at 7 p.m. So I would say you might want to just keep that.
Keep that. Okay, that sounds good. Well then, can you look at the following month then?
And then the following month in December, and that's on the 9th, that's wide open.
December 9th?
Yeah,
Can you write it on there? Are you
yeah. Do we
authorized to
really
write it
want
on there?
to do it in December?
It's
with the
early
holidays?
December.
Yeah.
But if we don't do it, then I won't be back until February.
You're gone January.
I'm gone the whole
Yeah.
month.
So then,
As of December 30th,
so if we, okay, then it is a good 7 p.m.
on December
9th.
9th. Okay,
And
so
then
that's 2 meetings.
January, do we want to have one
You guys,
without you?
feel free. I'll text you.
Probably doesn't
You'll
hurt. I mean, is there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So what happens if we say the second Tuesday of every month from January,
Yeah, let's just say that.
I think
July.
that's good.
And that way, then we'll get on the new calendar when they publish that.
That sounds good.
And we can give the council at their next meeting a list of, because they want our regular meetings.
Uh-huh.
And then we also can let Angela know, so she's been very kind.
Yes, she has. She's been, well, she says she's here, but I mean, honestly, she goes out of her way to help us.
All right, so right now, we've got November the 11th at 7 PM and December the 9th
9th,
at 7 PM here.
and we'll just go second Tuesday of every month.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve, when you filled out your application, did you put down that you wanted to be treasurer?
No,
Okay, so I'll have to mention that too. We're not supposed to discuss that?
well,
We didn't
and
discuss
I
it.
didn't on purpose because we have a treasurer and she has not resigned.
Gotcha.
So we-
Correct.
Right.
The letter is
So you say,
in.
"Yeah, I want
So
the treasurer."
let it,
Gotcha. Okay.
you let him get appointed first and then we can,
Okay.
after the resignation just goes through, then, we can get him appointed.
Okay, so this is, we're good, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Discussed everything. We're adjourning. It looks like it is
9:41.
9:41.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, want to text her?
Second.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Text her and tell her that we're done.
Matt, do you want to support my motion to adjourn?
I supported it.
You don't need to have a motion to adjourn, right, Steve?
They quit.
She can adjourn the meeting, so she's adjourned it.